I'm Varun Sriram with sports. The lasting image from last month's Cat Grizz clash in Bozeman was a despondent Anthony Johnson at the post-game press conference. Montana's leading scorer pointed the finger at himself after losing to Montana State and even went as far as saying he wasn't a clutch player. Since then, it's been a different story for AJ and the Grizz. Montana has won 6 of 7, and Johnson has crossed the 20-point mark in 4 of the last 6 games. Cats guard Marquise Navarre said he gave Johnson something to think about for next time in the closing seconds of the last Cat Grizz game, which has Johnson ready to step up to the challenge this weekend.
I would be lying, if I said that I didn't want to play well in the game. Most importantly for me, I just want to get the win. I think getting the win shuts everybody up, on both sides. Anybody who has to say anything negatively about, the Grizz, I think getting that win will prove everything.
AJ has played against the Cats 4 times in his Grizz career, had a breakout 31-point performance in his first taste of the rivalry game last season. Since then, he's seen his scoring decline in every game. No coincidence, Montana has lost 2 straight in this series. Losing in a rivalry game must serve to inspire a team. The Lady Cats have won 5 of 7 since dropping their first meeting with the Lady Grizz last month. 2 teams will renew acquaintances at 2 p.m. Saturday afternoon in Game 1 of the women-men doubleheader. Last time against Montana, the Lady Cats fell behind early, but nearly stole the game after a flurry of 3-point baskets in the final minutes.
I think our players are competing without fear. I felt like before that team meeting that we addressed and had, our players were finding themselves in situations and getting really passive with a lead or, getting concerned on the floor. And right now our team is competing and being aggressive.
Major logjam in the Big Sky women's standings. Eastern Washington will likely host the conference tournament. After that, it's still up for grabs. Lady Grizz in 2nd, Lady Cats in 5th. But that could all change after this weekend. When Jocelyn Tinkle left Missoula Big Sky High School for Stanford University, there was plenty of uncertainty how the Eagles would fare without her. Tinkle helped lead Big Sky to back-to-back state titles. With a week left in the Class AA regular season, her old team is in a familiar position in the hunt for the top spot in Western AA, with a Tinkle leading the way. But this year it's not Jocelyn, it's her younger sister, Ellie. Filling the void left by one of the best prep players in state history is no easy job. It's even tougher if that player also happens to be your big sister.
A lot of people could think that, but I didn't feel like, I had to be pressured to fill her shoes. A bunch of us had to step up scoring-wise, and I knew that I had to be more aggressive this year. I needed to look for my shot more.
She's still playing great defense and getting more rebounds. That just gives her all the credit in the world because that just shows you what a great basketball player that she is.
Big Sky's Ellie Tinkle has made the transition from defensive specialist as a freshman to leading scorer as a sophomore. A transition made easier by the year she spent playing alongside her sister Jocelyn.
It was awesome. It really was something so special. Just that whole year really improved me. She made me a better player, and being able to say, my sister and I accomplished so much with our great teammates. It was just awesome.
Not only was I coaching her, but her sister was out there coaching her all the time and getting in her ear when she was doing something wrong. So it's kind of like having 2 coaches.
There are even more coaches at home. Dad Wayne is the head man for the University of Montana men. Both he and wife Lisa were hoops standouts for the Grizz in the late 80s.
I probably get critiqued more than anybody else, and having a coach as your father, and obviously my mom too, big basketball players themselves, but I think it's really made me a better player.
Tinkle is getting better each week and has the Eagles in contention for a 3rd straight state title. We'll have the highlights of Big Sky's game against Helena High tomorrow night. And one final note, the Montana Tech women beat Montana Western tonight, 75-65. Adam's back with your pinpoint weather forecast after the break.